Alright, and welcome back to another day of... Nope, that's single battles. Oh, we'll leave that taken. Anyway, nope, welcome back to another day of climbing the ranked ladder, or as the case might have been, falling down the ranked ladder. So, what ended up happening, I played a few games off camera, and because I have my primary team locked in for the global challenge, it means that I do not have access to it until the global challenge is over. The downside to that being that I don't necessarily play other teams quite as well. Yeah, so anyway, here we are to check that out. But I think this team has some potential. There's a lot of possible size spam over there. Oh, what do I want for size spam? Actually, I kind of like the Raging Bolt. Yeah, Raging Bolt looks like he does fun things here into some size spam. Yeah, so we're gonna play the size spam game, or at least the counter size spam game. And I think I want to bring. No, I will bring Lunala, and I think I will bring. I want to bring Aurelius in the back. Yeah, we'll bring Aurelius in the back. See if he can clean up everything that. Actually, no. Hold on. If I'm gonna bring him, I should really just bring him first. There we go. Let him gloriously and heroically throw himself at the opponent. See what he can blow up in the first turn or two. And then, yeah, move on from there. So anyway, this should be a very amusing game. This appears to be a team that was very similar to the one that got second during the last regulation in one of the Canadian regionals, where there is just Trick Room everywhere. Beautiful. Just like that. Okay, so I suspect that Indeedee's probably going to start size spamming right away, or at least setting up the Trick Room for the Necrozma, who is going to do the size spamming. There we go. That's what I think is going to happen here. So, yes, gloriously, Koraidon will throw himself at the Indeedee. Bop. Well, there is very little Indeedee left, which is fantastic. And then the Snarl will come out. Oh, it's a Focus Sash Indeedee. That's okay. Okay, I see it. Focus Sash is very good for things like that. Here goes the Snarl. Bop! Ooh, that did really good damage to the Necrozma. And dropped its special attack. Alright. Well, there went Indeedee. And now let's see what Necrozma's got. Meteor Beam! Okay. Now it's going to be a plus... Well, no, it won't be a plus one Necrozma because it already had a -1. It is a neutral Necrozma. Hit me with your best shot. Power Herb. Ah, but we didn't Terrafire. Bummer. Cool, there we go. So that is one of the advantages about sometimes holding the Terra, is that it keeps you from going into a potentially bad or rough situation. When they anticipate that you will Terra and then you don't Terra, and you know, it's fun. Alright, so in this case, close combat is actually the answer, because I suspect Calyrex is going to Terra. And if it's something that would be neutral or resist a fire type move, close combat by far does more damage. Fire, for instance. There we go. That's great. So we're just going to repeat what we did last turn. Oh, I probably could have Terra'd the Raging Bolt. Oh well. No, there's the close combat. Lovely damage. Good job, Koraidon. Koraidon's out here just tearing up the field. Here goes the Snarl again. Oof. Big oof. Critical hit on the Calyrex. Interesting. Okay, and Lunala's back to -1. Expanding Force. Well, that's going to remove the Koraidon. Raging Bolt tanking that quite easily. And I expect we finally get to see the Trick Room. Trick Room. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I knew they could do it. I had faith. Oh, man. Lunala, come here. So, this is the big reason why I decided to bring Lunala. Because, yeah, see here, we can go with a Terra Dark and throw up a Wide Guard. So we'll block the Expanding Force. If they have Moongeist Beam on the Necrozma, we'll resist that with the Lunala, and we'll block Glacial Lance. Sure, they might have high horsepower, but high horsepower is not doing crazy amounts of damage compared to Glacial Lance. So, yeah, that should put us in a very decent position. Plus, the ultimate end game is in the back with the Ursaluna. There's our wide guard. Okay. High horsepower. Yep, that was anticipated. Oof! That hurt. That hurt a lot. Yep, there's the Moongeist Beam. Buzz. Bonk. And yeah, resisted. Snarl coming out. A Raging Bolt here. He's just tearing through the field. It's 3 KOs from the Bolt at this point. But yeah, Snarl is a very effective move into the current regulation just because you have Calyrex, Lunala, all of whom are weak to Psychic-type moves. You have the assorted Cosmog variants. And okay, they're down to the Hatterene. We're going to Thunderbolt right there. I want a Wide Guard. Could go Dazzling Gleam. Nah, we're just going to double into her. Yeeter. Goes for the Psychic. Okay, that is going to just remove the Raging Bolt. Apparently they've had enough of the Wide Guard and the Raging Bolt. So, yep. Lunala. Oh, it's a Life Orb Hatterene. Okay, so here comes the Moongeist Beam from Lunala. And zap. Boop. And bye-bye. And that cleans up that game. Alright, so we might have finally found the the second team to run into this particular regulation. Always have an interesting time with restricted regulations. But hey, you know what? We've got a Team A, we've got a Team B. There we go. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I plan to post a little more later in the day. We'll see. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope that you have a great day.